First, let's talk about this guy, Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London and Greater London, saying that face masks will remain mandatory on London transport as long as the virus is still with us. So, Sadiq Khan is the same person who became an instant expert in science and medical affairs back in 2020 by telling us his advice on how the virus is safe in most places, including his trains, and how he knows exactly how to deal with it. This guy is now still an expert in science and medical affairs, so he's telling you now that until the virus goes away, it's an airborne virus. Literally. He thinks the virus is going to go away. No. Mr. Khan, the virus is going to stay with us. If you think that one day we're going to wake up and the virus is gone, well, you're mistaken. So he basically is saying that transport for London, the London Tube and trains and buses, we're going to have permanent restrictions for face masks and things like that. That is quite dangerous, of course, and not just in terms of the trivial aspects of some people not liking to wear the face masks. These restrictions are bad on an economic level, on a social level, on a psychological level. It doesn't really help the situation. But this guy's an expert, so we should listen to Sadiq Khan, the guy who's now saying that wearing a face mask is now going to be just part of life, parts and parcels of London. That's just what he says. Just like how terrorism is just part of living in London. Get used to it. Terrorism exists. We're not going to do anything about it. Having said that, the guy in this photo wearing a face mask on an empty tube, there's just one person there. I think there are a couple of people there on the same carriage. He's wearing a face mask because, he's very cautious. Some people are, around him, even though they're definitely 2 meters apart. But the same guy, a few days ago, final of the Euros, with all the other elitists and the VIP guests just chilling, no face masks, hanging around, hugging everyone, high-fiving, celebrating, no social distancing. Okay, Sadiq Khan. I mean, I'm going to be nice to you because you're an expert in science, but maybe look in the mirror in the morning, judge yourself, and assess your own life choices to see if you can actually be on a platform to tell the rest of London and the country what to do. Because this guy wants to be the leader of the Labour Party in the future. So if this guy becomes the Labour leader, I'm going to be very worried about the future of this country. So always call them out. Always expose their hypocrisy. Always be ready to know the truth, because the mainstream media are not telling you the truth. Right, before we finish, today's show, we talked about a lot of topics that the mainstream media aren't really talking about, from the establishment's hypocrisy on these rules, again, the extension of these restrictions, but mainly the last one, which can't even put the short clip on this, it's got something to do with football and your knee. I can't really use the word, but you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to watch that discussion and exactly what's happening, then go on mytousi.co.uk and you can get access to the full and uncensored version of this, and also get access to a lot of other things, including our regularly up-to-date articles and the membership benefits.